Everyone, hello! My name is Seth, I love to talk, and welcome to the Seth Loves to Talk show. We've got a jam-packed episode today. We're gonna get in there, we're gonna talk about our topics, I'm gonna tell you about what I love. And today, we have a theme. This theme is a bit controversial. Not everyone enjoys them. However, they are an ancient form of entertainment. Let's spin the wheel. See what it is. Clowns! We are talking about clowns today. The ancient form of comedy. A clown, a jester, a joker. Whatever you will, clowns are omnipresent throughout history as the entertainers to royalty and to the masses. But here's the thing. Clowns get a bad rap. And you probably thought of a clown wearing funny makeup, doing something silly, maybe a scary clown, but that's not the type of clown that we're going to talk about today. And so let's actually look at the definition of the word clown. Because you might be surprised, it's not exactly what you think. The definition of the word clown is a comic entertainer, okay? Especially one in a circus, right? But the starting definition is a comic entertainer. The first clowns were like original court jesters, you know, performing jokes, physical comedy for their lords. But as we've continued on and we've started making media, the word clown and the role of a clown has evolved. And one of the first evolutions of the word clown comes from the silent clown. And one of the great silent clowns is Buster Keaton. I know about Buster Keaton because of the wonderful video essay series, Every Frame a Painting. And Every Frame a Painting, as you can see, is a pretty popular channel on YouTube. However, they haven't uploaded in a long time. 5 years ago, I think his name's Tony Zoe, the person running this account said basically, I've had enough of making video essays, I'm moving on. But their channel has some of the best video essay content on YouTube, bar none. If you have not seen this channel, I highly recommend it. We're gonna show a little bit from the Buster Keaton video, but the one that I like to show people is the Jackie Chan how to do action comedy video, because this video is so cool and shows all the cool things about why Jackie Chan is cool while having wonderful examples and footage and all this. But I want to show you this Buster Keaton one. There's an important reason why, because Buster Keaton is one of the most influential actors, filmmakers, comedians that you have probably never heard of. Maybe you're familiar with Buster Keaton, maybe you're not. However, his framing, his storytelling ability with his jokes was absolutely so far ahead of his time. This man was doing silent films, and he basically saw all of the title text that was required in order to explain what was happening in a movie and said, I hate that. I'm not going to a movie to read, I'm going to a movie to see something. And so he is one of the best examples of show, don't tell. He wanted to move away from these title sequences as much as possible and try to show action and show what was going on with his jokes, with his filmmaking. You can see it in shots like this, where you don't need to know what these people are talking about to get how the conversation is going and what the result of the conversation was. He's so good at setting things up for you to be able to understand the humor of the situation. One of the things that Buster Keaton was known for was doing this, doing stunts, really doing it. All of these stunts are things that he did, and he's often doing it in one take. And the other thing that he was amazing at was knowing where to put the camera. Moving the camera changes the joke and how the joke is phrased. This is a great example of it, and if you watch the Every Frame a Painting video, this is exactly what Tony is talking about. So this is two different shot placements for this joke. You can see in the first one, it's a little awkward, but in this second one, you get to see everything all at once. You see the car pulling away, and you get to see his face while the car pulls away, which is the humor. You don't get to see that from the other angle, whereas from this angle, you get to see Buster's face, and you get to see the car moving away, and that's what's funny. And I actually want to show just one more thing from this video, which is some of the most extreme gags that he did. So this is an example of committing to the bit. He was supposed to make this jump, but instead of reshooting the joke, he decided to expand on it and turn it into a new gag and make it this whole new thing. And It's pretty impressive watching this to think that this was about 100 years ago now, at what Buster was doing to make these films. He really sat on a train and threw a railroad tie on another railroad tie. He really crashed this train. This is a real shot. And that's insane. That is committing. He's really doing these things. There's no CGI, no special effects, and you just have to applaud someone willing to do these stunts for their filmmaking process. This is crazy. This is insane. So, with that in mind, I want to talk about someone that I think is heavily inspired by Buster Keaton and his ability to do these things for real and making these large sweeping set pieces. Because Buster Keaton's inspired a ton of people, so that brings us to our next topic, which is a different type of clown. Most of the times that you hear about Twitch streamers, especially in the general public, it's probably for them being a clown. Now, we don't mean a clown as in a comedic entertainer, but more so someone doing something foolish. For example, promoting shady crypto sites. Or maybe it's getting banned for watching copyrighted material. When the media picks up a story about a Twitch streamer, it is negative. It is not for the positives that the platform has. The fact that live streaming is a different form of media than television or movies. There is something different about being able to be here live. You get to have talk shows like this, right? Some of the best streamers on Twitch never get any publicity about what they're doing. This is especially true for this man. And some of you might be looking at this saying, I have no idea who this is. I'm going to try to explain who this man is in as short of a time as possible. This is Jerma985, aka Germa. Germa is a Twitch streamer who's been on this platform, and at least on YouTube in general, for about 10 years. Germa is a self-described Eclown because of things like this.
Don't fuck with that. Don't. Oh.
Even though he is a clown, he is responsible for some of the most innovative live streams on Twitch, bar none. For example, this is a live action Sims stream that he did, where he got a giant warehouse and turned it into a house that the chat could then control his actions in. So you can see on the bottom, he's got all of the classic Sims things. He's got a hunger bar, an energy bar, a fun meter, all this stuff. It was a 3-day event. It was one of the most ambitious things ever done on Twitch. You can see Germa is not too different than Buster Keaton. Let's watch.
Oh, shit. No.
That's pretty nuts. It's a stunt, it's whatever. But this is someone really doing this. This is another one of my favorite Germa clips, just to show you some more of these amazing things that he's done. He did basically like a mock Pokemon unboxing, where he went out into the Nevada desert and he drove a forklift to find a bunch of geodes, and he eventually found this treasure chest.
For some reason, next game. Yeah, let me load up Yakuza.
Funny guy, okay? I'm telling you about Germa because this week he did a very cool thing. He'd been teasing that he had a big stream coming up for a while. He's gonna be collaborating with some other streamers. He was really excited about it. And so on Tuesday, February 2nd, he went live with a stream titled, Who Will Replace Me? He basically said that at some point, he was going to retire, and he needed to be able to pick his replacement. And so he set up this stream as a bit for the first part. Germa basically sat and watched as 16 different people came through and played a game in front of him while he took notes.
Great. And another one here. HP. All right. Then we got a little.
Might be a little too much.
Oh, a little bit too much.
I would pull back on the speed.
Pull back on the speed. All right, you got it.
Where are you?
All right, you got it.
And so this was like an hour of meeting 16 different people who were playing different games while Germa just sat in the background and made comments, okay? And eventually, someone familiar came on. Now, last week, we talked about Connor Eats Pants. guess what?
What is it? Do you want to continue?
What the fuck are you doing here? What,
It's Connor Eats Pants.
Eats Pants? Yeah. You have your own channel. You want to be me?
Well, yeah, I mean, you're getting a little older, and like, people always are like, you know, like, Connor wins Germa Live, so I'm like, okay, well, I'll apply. I saw the audition, and here I am.
You are a young, talented. You don't need to be here. No, okay. Connor Eats Pants.
I was gonna beat the level.
No, you're not gonna beat. Get out. Just go. Just go. You gotta call. You're not gonna get a call. You have a promising career in your own. You have your own channel. No, you're not gonna do that, Jerma.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. What the fuck is he doing here? Did you know that it's Connor Eats Pants?
After that narrowing down of the contestants, they went to kind of an auditorium. The contestants then performed talents. The effort and attention to detail here was wonderful, as you will see now.
For us today.
I'm gonna do a little cat dog.
Cat dog?
Yeah, cat dog.
Like
Cat
the
dog.
show.
No, it's not like the show. It's just cat dog.
Cat dog. I'll
Yeah.
take it at face value.
Yeah, take it at face value. Just
Okay.
love it, enjoy it. Yeah.
Great.
It's gonna be great.
Okay, number 4, what are you doing?
Hello, cat dog. You want me to
He's doing cat dog.
I don't know what that
He's doing-
I
Can
don't know what that means.
Give an artist the stage
Well, what
for
is
once.
cat dog? Like,
If you
It's not
go
all-
live and you say we're playing Blumplekin 3 today, and no one questions that, so just give him a shot.
It's true.
We're playing cat dog.
Number 4, you have 4.
Blumplekin 3, but cat dog.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't clap. He's a mad dog.
As you can see, they really went all out. They built a stage, they had buzzers for everyone. There were some people that came up and played guitar, there were other people that played piano.
Song after
Okay.
church that prays the good.
And you can only get moments like that from doing this for real. Putting people on a stage, giving them a giant buzzer, and then having someone fuck up a piano note right after getting buzzed with the best comedic timing possible. That is why what Jerma does is so cool, because he's really doing it for real, and it makes these moments so much better.
I'm 5'8" with shoes, dog.
Hey, wait, Connor, stay right there. Play the sad music, please.
Like when he gets Connor to come back on stage
You're a young guy,
and delivers this
and you've got to think
heartfelt
a great future in front
monologue.
of you. I'm 37. I'm 45 years older than you. I think that you have a lot of comedy. You have a lot of really good shticks, and I think you're a really nice guy. But you ain't me, and you never will be. Be you, and be the best you that you can be.
Is that 1X or 3?
It's all there. Connor, if you start crying, I don't know why. I think you've got a great future. You're a really young, smart man.
Thank you.
And like security, I mean, I'm pretending to cry right now, but like he should never have gotten up there. He should have been removed immediately.
I won't spoil the end of what happened on this stream and who ended up replacing Germa, if anyone did. However, I hope you enjoyed hearing about it because no one talked about it. Germa truly is one of the most amazing creators on Twitch, bar none. He has incredible ideas. He is able to find people that are just as talented in all the other parts and make it an entertaining and enjoyable thing to watch. He is a true treasure of Twitch, and a lot of people don't know who he is. This stream is your zone. This is my zone that I've made with my ship and my talk show and whatever, but everyone does it differently, and Germa is such a big inspiration to me and so many other people for what you can do in this platform. I couldn't help but think of Germa as this generation's Buster Keaton, who's out here doing it for real, doing his own stunts, and innovating at all times, thinking about how to frame a stream in unique and interesting ways. We have one more clown this week, though. You might have seen on Twitter that I had sent out a tweet. I said, this has a purpose. I promise. Clown 3 is Nintendo. Now on YouTube is a channel called Gilva Sunner. I was actually going to show the channel, but as you can see, it is now 404 not found. Gilva Sunner is no more. And Gilva Sunner is no more because of this. Nintendo gave him 1,300 copyright blocks, as well as another 2,200 the day after, or sometime after. Gilva Sunner was dedicated to just uploading Nintendo music. All of these YouTubers that use the Wii Shop intro and things like that use it on YouTube. There's no other way to get Nintendo music, and there's no uploads on the official Nintendo channel. So Gilva Sunner's channel was almost single-handedly allowing countless millions of people to listen to Nintendo music from their favorite games. A lot of people might look at this and say, isn't that illegal? And it is. It technically is. However, Gilva Sunner did not monetize those videos. And if they were monetized, Nintendo was getting the money from it. So there was no harm to Nintendo outside of protecting their IP, which is something that companies do need to do by issuing takedown requests when people reuse their IP in order to basically prove that they still own it. Because if you don't do so, it apparently gets into some legal gray areas. Now, while this may be true, it doesn't really excuse Nintendo from the fact that they are just making it harder for all of their fans who like the music to be able to listen to it. And that there isn't any backup for a lot of Nintendo fans. You basically need to rip it yourself or play the game just to hear the music, which, let's be honest here, I'm not gonna play Super Mario Odyssey in the background so that I can get the intro. That's silly and stupid. Only Nintendo would take something that their fans love and get rid of it. Now we have another segment to get to. Last week, we played a bit of Wordle on stream. We're gonna do that again this week, but we obviously have to talk about the fact that the New York Times bought Wordle for an unreleased amount, but it was 7 figures. That was all that was known. So Josh Wardell, the creator of Wordle, got his bag. And good for him. With that in mind, it's time for us to play our own Wordle. I think we all know the word that we have to start with today. Obviously, it's going to be clown. Okay, we've got an L. This is nice. Immediately, my mind jumps to something like blaze or blast. Let's go with blast. I like blast because we get to use S and T, some common letters. Okay, we got the T, we got the A. We don't have an O, so it couldn't be something like aloft. I'm not even sure if aloft's a word. Is aloft a word? I guess I don't really want to try. The question we have to ask is this word starting with an A, or is it the A before the T? Maybe, for example, I would say fleet. How do you spell pleat? Like pleated pants. Let's go. As you can see, we have played 2 weeks and both times gotten a 3. We are Wordle legends. I want to say thank you for taking the time to be here with me, watching the Seth Loves to Talk show, and listening to me talk about clowns. Because as I said, a clown is just an entertainer. I am a comedic entertainer. At least I hope I am. I hope you learned about Buster Keaton. I hope you learned about Germa. And I hope you learned that Nintendo is always the biggest clown, more so than anyone else. We've got people asking for the cat. Yeah. Look at that cat. I'm so appreciative that people enjoy staying and watching. Come back next week, Friday, 5:30 p.m., and we'll be here for more of the Seth Loves to Talk show. Thank you very much. Have a good one.